Hey everybody! I wanted to tell you about what it's like working at Walmart Pharmacy. I am out in my car. The beautiful store of Walmart is off here to my left. And it is a particularly crazy day. So I thought today might be a good time to make this video because it's January 2nd. And this is the age of the insurance companies. Oh, everybody's got a new card. Oh, you are at the front of the register. The line goes back to the electronics section. You try to make dark jokes like, maybe you could do a little high definition plasma TV shopping while you're waiting in line. Things like that. No one thinks you're funny today. No one. But you better keep a good sense of humor or else you'll lose your mind. So a dark sense of humor comes in really well if you're going to work at what I call the intersection of the unholy trinity of the American pharmaceutical system, which is the doctor, the pharmacy, that's me at the front desk, and the black box insurance companies. So someone comes in with a prescription from the doctor, they give it to you, or the doctor calls it in. This is a hang-up point that can make your life difficult. Someone comes in, and the doctor has not yet called in the prescription. That's a sticking point. The top of the unholy trinity. And they haven't gotten around it. I'm sure they're in the same situation we're in. They'll get to it. They haven't got there yet. But you are to blame for that. And then there's this kind of unspoken rule because you're so busy. I think I just looked at the filling queue. There was like 497 in the filling queue. So there's always this unspoken moment where you're like, well, who calls the doctor? Is that you in the blue smock? Or is that the patient? Especially if we've already called the doctor. Then I like to use the answer, maybe call him back, put a little more heat on him, you know? Now, for you guys that don't know, maybe this is the first video you've ever seen of me. A lot of people are doing these what it's like to work videos, and insurance companies are in the news thanks to Mr. Brian and Luigi of UHC. So I thought it might be interesting. I am a high school teacher. I've taught high school for 7 years. I went to journalism school at the master's level here in Missouri, at the University of Missouri School of Journalism. So I'm a high school teacher. I'm on break, Christmas break from high school, and I work at Walmart Pharmacy, and I still barely had enough money to buy my kids Christmas presents. And thank God I'm getting this supplemental paycheck from Walmart today so I can buy groceries for us to eat tonight. So that's kind of where we're at. At the same time, if I didn't have this job, you know, kids, Happy Meals are a thing of the past now. It's probably better for your health, you know? You asked me for a Hershey's bar when we're going through the register. It's just not going to happen anymore. We can make it work. But this definitely helps us, you know, take a Branson vacation once a year or something like that. So, and more than that, if the people I worked with were hateful, I would totally quit. I wouldn't work here anymore. If the people at Walmart see this video and they don't like me, I'm totally fine with them setting me down and being like, we don't like you. We don't like that you made the video. Bye-bye. That's perfectly fine with me. I'll go back to this point in the video and play it for them and give them a big smile like this. Ha! But I don't want to. I like the job. I don't like feeling like I have to have a job. I don't think anybody does. But I like everybody there. Everybody there is super nice. The last pharmacist that we had was one of the best bosses I've ever had in my life. And he left, and I was kind of thinking, do I really want to get yelled at by the public anymore? Getting yelled at by the public and getting yelled at by teenagers, it's a lot to put those together. But I really like the people there. The pharmacist that replaced our old pharmacist, super nice. Everybody I work with, super nice, kind people. You almost have to be to work with the public for any length of time like that. But I really like working with the public, so I like working there. I probably will work here until they fire me for making a video like this, or until I die, until I can get promoted to greeter. That's really what I want to do. That's the kind of Mark Twain job for a smart aleck high school teacher, is working that front door. You can make all kinds of funny jokes. But until then, pharmacy it is. So you guys might wonder, how much do we get paid? The pay's pretty good, honestly. I think currently I'm making $20.50 an hour as a part-time employee. That's pretty awesome. Now, I had to go through a lot of training to do that. There was a test that we had to study for and take in the back. It was a 150-hour test. They paid us to take it, though. We did all the studying here. And then you got this little CFAT on there, Certified Pharmacy Technician. Before then, I think it said Tech and Training or something like that. So that's pretty cool. I did have to, it was a lot to ask of a kind of rank and file employee, you know. I drove a couple hours to take a proctored test, like an ACT test, you know, like where you're glared at. It was the same kind of test like when I had to pass to be a school teacher, you know, very locked down environment. But it's cool. I mean, that's great for a part-time job. I can't complain about that. You know, you get stock matching. I think if you take $80 out of your check, they buy you $80 in Walmart stock. There's kind of cool things like that. You know, it's the People's Republic of Walmart. All right. I know what's going on as someone, a commie adjacent individual that believes in the real left, right? The real left of unions and fighting for the working man, not the woke cultural war nonsense, but like, how can we, you know, use our political power to build a better life for working people? That's where I'm at. There's things I know about Walmart. Walmart is, it kind of treats you like a number. And I kind of like that, you know, because this is not my career. It's not my, what's that fancy word? Vocation. I like teaching. I think my real vocation is like social commentator journalist. That's my real, what God put me here to do. Some intersection of journalism and comedy, a Russell Brand adjacent, Hunter S. Thompson, ENFP type. That's my real thing. And that's why I'm making this video and not afraid to put it online, because this is what I feel God put me here to do. But to be able to do this, provide for my family, keep things afloat, we're all stringing stuff together. I do some DoorDash sometimes. That's a funny one. When your high school English teacher brings you some Taco Bell, that's always funny. America economy's looking up, ain't it? But no, I'm not. I know if I'm like, hey, Walmart, I think we should unionize. I'll be fired immediately. I have no qualms about what's going on here. Or, you know, I like to joke with everybody at the front desk that this is the year I get rich, guys. If I can just buy fart coin at the right time. See, I'm wearing this already. I'm almost there. We're almost there. So, like I said, dark sense of humor keeps things going well for you in the pharmaceutical business. But you probably want to hear about the insurance companies. That's what I would click. That's what everybody wants to know about, the insurance companies. So, almost everything that makes working in a pharmacy disagreeable at all is the insurance companies, okay? Because your doctor writes you a prescription. You come into the pharmacy to get it filled. What we do is we take your card, your little insurance card, and we put the little numbers in it, the BIN, the group, the PCN, and then we click the button, send it over. I call it the black box. It's like a password. You're trying a password. Hey, I just paid money for this password for medical, so I can get drugs so I don't die. Can you help me? So we put in the password, hit enter, and then the amount of errors you can get back are staggering. I've worked here 3 years. I still don't understand what any of them mean. I made a joke today that working at the front counter after 3 years, I don't think I'm a particularly stupid person. Like I said, I've been to enough school to drown in debt. Okay? I don't know if that makes me smart or stupid anymore, if I really think about it. We're working at Walmart here, so all that college really helped you out, millennials. Hey, we told you to go. We told you if you went to college, oh boy, you're going to be in the top 10%. You got to go. You got to go. And then you get out and they go, you idiot. You took our advice. Now you can't buy a home. You go over here to the credit union trying to get a loan. You got 60 grand in graduate school debt. Journalism. Just make a YouTube account, dummy. What were you thinking? Anyway, digression, Holden Caulfield. Digressions are the best part of life. Back to the insurance companies. You get all these weird messages back. Go to the website, PRS code 602. You'll get, what? Non-matched card holder ID number. We just ran into one earlier where the prescription was being filled on 11/30/2024, so it wouldn't work. So we had to just unfill it and refill it. And then it worked. It's, I tell all the patients, this is the organized mafia. It literally is. I don't know if you guys seen the recent guy that was on Tucker Carlson. I can't remember his name, but he talked about it. Like how some insurance companies will own the pharmacies, and then they will make backroom deals like, hey, tell the doctors if you prescribe this one medicine that we'll tell the government that we're charging $200. We're really only $100, but we'll give the drug company, we'll give the insurance company the other $100 behind the scenes, okay? Shake hands. And then I'm the front face of that, putting those numbers into the machine. I have no idea what's going on in the black box other side of the equation. I'm sure it's some evil, satanic, greedy stuff. I don't know. I have no problem telling the patient that because I understand from my journalism school experience everything that's going on up here. There's dark forces at work between me and you, and whether or not you get Coumadin to thin your blood, rat poison, or you get, oh man, it's slipping my mind what that drug is. It'll come to me in a minute. It's like $1,200 without insurance. So you either you go on their website and you get this like BS like corporate card for your hard up. We'll give you 12 free prescriptions that we can write off on our own taxes and pretend as a corporation that we're so good for the public. You know what I mean? Oh my God, we just love you at Shire Pharmaceuticals or whatever it is. What is the name of that medication? It'll come to me or it won't. Write it in the comments. I'll write it in the comments. As soon as I quit making this video, I'll remember. And I'll write it down there. Anyway, there's drugs that aren't rat poison. $1,200 cash. or there's rat poison to thin your blood. $5 cash. It's your choice. This is when I first learned this. I was like, I remember asking the pharmacist, I was like, rat poison? I go, couldn't that hurt people? Oh, yeah, that has negative. They got to be checked for their levels. And I go, but is it better for them to take it than not? Well, yeah, if they need to thin their blood, yeah, it's a cost benefit. I'm like, and the one that's not rat poison is $1,200 cash. Yeah. But you got a line of 500 people. You can't sit here and think about this moral dilemma very long. You got to snap. You know? I wanted to do online grocery pickup at first. I felt that was maybe a more, I could sleep a little better. Listen to more Joe Rogan. They frown on listening to Joe Rogan while you're helping people with their pharmaceutical drugs. Frown, smile, I can't remember. Yeah. So that's it. You are plugging into the black box, and then it comes back, and God bless America. You're at the front face of this. Let's talk about, would there be a better way to do this? What do you think? When I turn ads on this video, it's going to be like, ask your doctor about Lexapro, blah, 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 blah. That's where the money comes from. These guys got the money, okay? That's why it's working like this. And if you go all the way to the top, from what I understand, it's BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. They own all the insurance companies. They own all the pharmacies, you know? And it's class warfare, people. It's class warfare. Now, I've tried to think, am I helping people at all in this job? I think so. I talked to the pharmacist. I was like, there's got to be some maintenance medications, like blood pressure medications, perhaps. You know, an EpiPen could save someone's life. I'm trying to think of what else. A GLP-1 for a diabetic. Yeah. Hey, insulin. That's something I'm doing in there to help people stay alive. That's good. You know, but there's lots of things that if you get on drugs.com and you try to find the mechanism of action of a pharmaceutical drug, and you dig and dig and dig and dig and dig down into the organic biochemistry, the biopharmacokinetics of it will say mechanism of action unknown. It will. I used to take modafinil for when I worked overnight at the rehab, and I would walk into this. I could not judge where at the side of a wall. Like I would walk, my body would like run into the side of a doorway. Right? When I was younger, ADHD brain, I think you just make peace with it. You know, work with the public, find something crazy to do, like make YouTube videos like this. Just find a way to work with it. You don't always have to medicate it. But I tried to medicate it. Medicated it so much that one of the unwritten benefits of me doing so much Adderall and Vyvanse in my youth was that I can't smoke cigarettes anymore. If I smoke a cigarette, I'll start to vomit. I dug down into the National Institute of Health paperwork on this. There was like some weird study that the dopamine receptor, nicotine. I'm using this as an example to show they have no idea what this stuff does really long term. They do enough tests to figure out that it's not going to kill you tomorrow. And then they start making money off of it. There's some good stuff. There's a whole lot of but you know, it's American liberty. It's your choice, I guess, right? I could talk about this for another hour. I'll put this video up if you guys like it and you want to hear more about some of the stories in there. There's also little like foibles that are make you kind of like, like sometimes there's a lot of older people that will come in to pick up their spouse's medicine. And sometimes you'll just try to make small talk with them, and you'll assume that, okay, that's a wife that always picks up her husband's medicine. So you see her signature there, and it'll say like Karen. And then you go, thanks for picking this up, Karen. And then she goes, Karen's been dead for 14 years. My name is Kathy. And then you're like, no, that's his ex-wife. Oh, no. And you try to pull it back together. You go, I'm so sorry, Kathy. I'm so sorry. I usually don't say I'm so sorry. I try not to say I'm sorry unless I'm really sorry. In that case, I usually am sorry. And then you just realize, you just, here's your medicine, ma'am. Thank you. Have a great day. Happy New Year. God bless. Don't take it all at once. Anyway, if you guys like that video, let me know. I'll make more, like everyone on the internet. Sign up for my Patreon, PayPal, buy me coffee, blah, 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 blah. Love you guys. God bless. Have a happy New Year. And if you can stay out of the pharmacy, go with God. If you can't, be nice to us in there. We're just trying our best. We're trying our best in a broken system. Okay? I know you guys are trying to get help in a broken system. We're all in a broken system here together. I tell lots of the patients, this can't last much longer. People are getting so mad, so fed up. We got to do something to change this for the better. Medicine should not be a center of profit. Even if you got to fire me, send me home. I'll read Plato or something. It's a better use of my time. I don't know about that. You know, maybe you need that insulin. So I love you guys. God bless. Talk to you later.